Hello, welcome back to the She Ascends Circle. I'm Danielle Calhoun, your host. With me is one of my co-hosts, Behati Hart. If you weren't here last week, our phenomenal Kay Ray is busy doing some things she's got going on. So we miss her. We will see her soon. And we're going to be continuing to talk about our gut health. This is week 2 of our gut health segment in our women's health series. So we're going to get a little bit into about stress and cortisol and your stomach. So stress, it brings on cortisol, and how that chronic stress impacts the body physically is what we're going to get into. So I'm coming to you, Behati. If you think about modern life for women, why do you think so many are functioning in that survival mode? We touched a little bit last week about, the hustle and feeling like I gotta be doing something or I'm lazy. What, in your opinion, why do you think we do that?
Well, like I said, we're hardwired intuitively. Women are hardwired to nurture, to care for, to give, to even protect, to provide. Like humans are hardwired for this, but women specifically because we bear children. We create life inside of us. So we are constantly on the mode of going and protecting and providing and all the things. When that little human leaves us and leaves the nest, we're still programmed that way, right? So depending on where people are in their range of ages, but on top of that, we are programmed to only be acceptable by society when we are producing or performing for something,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Like dance a
absolutely.
jig and get a check.
Right,
So,
right, right. Do, do,
and
do.
so it really comes down to me, it comes down to your values and your belief system.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe your worth is made up and comprised of producing and performing for something, then
Yeah,
that's the angle that you're going to take.
yeah,
And until you shift your beliefs and reestablish your values and your self-worth, that's never going to end, and you're just going to
right.
continue to burn out to exhaustion.
Yeah, no, I agree absolutely. Yeah, I'll piggyback on that. And just even from personal experience and hearing from so many others that it's the same thing. I had a session with my client today, and we were talking about mindset and not believing everything you think. That's what I
Yes.
called that one. And it's
Yes.
like, just because you think of something or it comes into your brain, that doesn't mean that it's true. Our brain can act as a protector. It wants to protect us, but it doesn't mean that it's, I don't want to say not acting for our good.
Right. It's always acting on
Not
survival. Like, we don't want to die.
fear,
So
right?
we're
And
going to
it's
do,
on
we got
that
to survive.
fear,
Yeah.
that fear, and then triggering it, thing that we've all heard all the time, the fight or flight and all that. And so when our stress becomes chronic, then it
Mm-hmm.
starts to raise those cortisol levels, which leads to, even belly fat and like that stress hormone,
Yep.
cortisol. And it just, over time, then it starts to affect the digestion and the hormones and the sleep and,
Yeah.
inflammation and, cravings, and definitely our energy. Um,
Yeah.
and what do you think, there's some ways that maybe stress can physically show up even before maybe we even recognize what's happening?
Ooh, well, I mean, outwardly, however we react to something, right? It could be like yelling or cursing or raising a fist, right? Like, there's an outward reaction after the inner alchemy. And the issue with our society is that we are not internalizing, we are not embodying what's actually happening, and we're just reacting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the first step is to feel that shit. And ooh, it feels terrible. It
Yeah.
feels awful.
Yeah.
You know, when I get stressed, I'm at the point now of embodiment and integration with these emotions is that I will feel it on my skin. Like my back will hurt, my skin will tingle, my head will start feeling kind of off.
Yeah.
And I know at that moment, like, I need to rest, I need to step away, I need to go get some fresh air, I need to do something to get away from and reduce the cortisol levels.
Yep.
And so I have taken this year to really reset myself and embody and settle into my body before I react to things. Because as you mentioned earlier, like that cortisol is going to kick in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn.
Yeah.
One of those four. And mine, because I'm from Chicago and I'm Afro Latina, is always going to be fight. Flight, freeze, no.
You don't know. Look, I'm like, you don't.
It's all hands and neck. But I don't need to be that way anyway, right? So to me,
Yeah.
it's more like I will freeze, but not because I'm afraid. I'm freezing for your benefit because I'm
Right.
processing
Yes. Yes.
what would I'm too sexy to go to jail
Yeah.
and I'm too old to lay hands. So let me just
Yeah.
pause here for a second. No,
Yeah.
but
No.
that
Yeah.
moment of embodiment is where what we're missing as a society is what I'm trying to
Yep,
say.
yep, agree, agree. I'm piggybacking on that. That was me. I am a black female. I did find out a couple of years ago that I got a little teeny bit of Dominican that I didn't know I had. So I mean that answers a whole lot of things, I think.
Yeah,
But
because
but
we're emotionally led.
yeah,
We have seen, and this is I
yes,
don't want to go too off. Ancestrally,
yeah,
we have carried the trauma. So that lives within us. And then on
yeah,
top of the world that we currently live in, the modern society that we live in,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
we are constantly, as women of color, alchemizing and trying to reframe and trying to contain and trying to establish which direction we want to go when we are under stress. We are
yeah,
constantly
yeah.
doing that for the
Exactly.
benefit of society.
Right, right. I mean, been there, done that. I
Yeah.
remember, there's situations that I would be, at my job that I was at, and man, I tell you,
Yeah.
there were times when, like, literally, I was like, I am so grateful. I am not out here in the open. I can close this office door and get it together for a minute because, like you said,
Right.
fight or maybe
Freezer
quit,
fawn. Yeah.
freeze or fight for me.
Yeah, because women, and I'm thinking about the men too because they're
Yeah,
hurting, but
yeah,
we're talking about women today.
yeah,
The burdens that we have to carry and the strength of the stress that comes upon us that requires us to hold that in
yeah,
destroys us internally. I can say
yeah,
this personally
yeah,
from the amount of stress like you and I experienced last year losing our places in our
yeah,
careers,
yeah,
but all the stuff we dealt with before that
yeah,
and have dealt with for decades, right? And so all of that stays internalized and alchemized because we don't outwardly express. We don't exercise, we don't eat right, we don't rest, we don't
yeah,
self-care. We
right,
take on everything until it
yeah,
starts to break
and just
down internally in
taking it
our
on.
systems.
Yeah,
Our health, right? Our gut, our
yeah,
migraines, our back,
yeah,
our knees, like everything starts to calcify internally
yep,
because of the cortisol, because of the stress, because we have no outward way of expressing it, because we have learned to internalize it.
yep. Absolutely, absolutely. And we just continue to take it on and take it on and take it on.
Mm-hmm.
Be there for everybody else. And oh, I got to do this. I don't want this person to. How are they going to react? Like we'll take a beat sometimes when we're responding to others, like we were talking about, taking a beat.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to do that for ourselves as well. Like I need to think about how I feel and how I'm talking to myself
Yeah.
like
Yes.
I would be concerned about how someone else is going to feel from what I'm saying. I need to do the same thing for myself. And, that's prioritizing. Oh, okay,
Yes.
I lost you.
Yeah. Sometimes
Um,
I'd be like, what would Jesus do? And he'd be like, don't bring me into this.
I tried to tell
Like, I tried to
y'all.
tell you, don't bring
So
me into
figure
it.
it out for yourself.
That part.
Because yeah, our body, it prioritizes survival over
That part.
digestion. You know, so if someone is like constantly stressed or overwhelmed, emotionally exhausted, rushing all day, hello, digestion suffers. So okay, Danielle, you trying to figure out why you're still having problems or why these problems start
Mm-hmm.
reoccurring. I just checked all the boxes I just talked about,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah. And listen, friend, like I don't know everything you have to do to manage IBS-C, but I could imagine how difficult that is on top of the stress.
right. Yeah. It can be. It can be because you have to think about things sometimes. When if you're going to go somewhere, it's like, okay, well, if the C kicks in, I ain't worry about that because ain't nothing happening. But if it doesn't kick in and I'm on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, okay, I better not maybe schedule anything until this time of the day, maybe in the morning, because I don't know what the morning is gonna go.
Yeah.
It's that's got to be something. I think about a friend of mine, that has Crohn's, and I know that she has to think things through when she's
Yeah. Her whole day has to be scheduled around that
right, and when she goes
issue.
places, even though a lot of it is managed with medication, it's still happening. So
Yep.
you go somewhere, she's got to know where the restrooms are and things like that, and that's
Yeah.
become a part of her life.
Yeah.
If we could be at a point where maybe we could do something to prevent those things from getting, before they happen, um,
Yeah.
then I mean that's a game changer right there.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's some of that's hereditary,
yeah,
and some of that is environmental,
yeah,
right? And
yeah,
so I have been fortunate enough that I've made it to 51 and I have not had any major gut issues.
yeah,
But I'm always thinking about that. Like if I don't start changing, if I don't start rearranging my life around longevity and sustainability, I'm going to have something. Like I made it to 51, but a lot of people start out their lives with gut issues,
yeah,
and have to manage that forever, or
yeah,
they learn later in life like something happened. Like I had a moment with an ulcer and it was terrible.
yeah,
But I've learned to manage it and it doesn't affect me as much. But I'm like, damn, people live with
yeah,
ulcers, and that's terrible because I would never
yeah.
give up spicy food. Like I would
I
never give
know.
it
I
up.
love. I know. I love my
I'll
spicy.
go down in flames before I
It's
give up
it might
spicy
it
food.
might, it might burn or whatever, or
Right.
it might
A
burn
lot
up
of
here or it
pain.
might burn coming the other way. But I'm just
Yeah.
like I'm taking one for the team because I
Yeah. But those things run through my mind constantly. I think it's that
yeah,
moment when you get to a certain age and you start to realize, like, wow, I've been blessed up to this point, but I probably should be paying attention to what I'm doing. And there's some foods that I shouldn't eat, right?
yeah,
Because of
yeah.
my age and my menopause and all that stuff. But I'm like, dang, just one more bite, just one more bite.
Every now and then, maybe every now and then or something.
Yeah, every now and then.
Indulge.
Yeah.
I think it's okay because, I mean, something spicy. I mean, that makes me happy, and so
It makes me
I
happy
want
too.
I want those happy hormones going on too.
Listen, that and when I have bubble guts, that seems to be the only thing that settles my stomach.
Yeah.
Spicy
Oh,
food.
really? Okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Someone might want to try some
Preferably
spicy for
Indian.
bubble guts.
Preferably something Indian or something really spicy Mexican.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
It's so random, but it works.
Wow. Well, I mean, so I just want to touch briefly for those that are watching about, like resetting our nervous system and kind of regulating that. And one of the biggest lessons in healing is understanding that our body heals best when it feels safe. And I know that you know that, better than anyone as well. And so if when you feel those moments, just take a deep breath and relax your shoulders and unclench your jaw and just sigh it out, and you breathe in good vibes and sigh out something that no
Yeah.
longer serves you.
Or
And
cry it out. That's okay too.
that's right. Like let don't stop your emotions. Sometimes
Hmm.
people think that if, oh, I don't want to do that. let it flow. Let it let them have their way. And as they have their way, sometimes that in itself is a cleansing moment. Sometimes when I have a
Mm-hmm.
good cry and then I get over it, sometimes I feel clear, because like
Listen,
it's almost like it needed
the
to come
kids
out.
do it all the time. The
That's
kids, I mean,
right.
don't throw a tantrum at work now. Don't throw a tantrum.
Right. We're
But
not saying
a
lose your job
good
over it.
ugly cry is so cleansing. It's soul cleansing.
Yeah, it feels better. And I tell you what, I can sleep better too. That's what I've had it. Like I'm like,
That part.
I slept good. I feel like I could go to sleep. So anything that's gonna help me sleep, I'm for it. Like, I don't want
Hey,
to cry every day, but
yeah.
yeah, it's good. Well, I mean, this has been another great episode, and I just want
Well,
to
wait,
let. Oh,
before we hang up the phone, I have a
okay.
question for you.
Yes.
What is your naughty vice? You're like, I really need to break up with this thing, but like a food. What is your naughty like, I really need to stop. I have a problem.
I guess I'll have to go back to, because right now it's like, and it's not a healthy thing to do. It's just I'm letting life overtake it, where I'm just not eating that often and not having much that often. And so
Girl.
it's hard for me to say what I give up, because it's like it's not a whole lot for me to give up. But I guess in theory, then I mean it would probably be it would be sweets. Like I love a good
Mm.
cookie. A good fresh or almost fresh cookie. Love it.
Right out the
That's one
oven.
of my vices. That's one of my vices right there.
Yeah. Well, first of all, please eat something. I have never missed a
I
meal.
do,
I have
but
never missed. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if the president's in the conference room. I'm gonna eat something.
it's not on purpose. And I tried to get something in me because I know I
Yeah,
need to.
yeah,
And I know, I think once things get more balanced out for me in my life personally, I'll have a better hold on it and a better take on it. But I
yeah,
have realized, not even just with coming to, what we're talking about today with the gut health, but I have come to realization 2 months I'm going to be 56. I gotta
looking good,
I
girl.
gotta get it together, and I have to realize that I can't put so much on me, because I
Hmm.
can't do all that stuff like I used to. I can't go. I can go, but
Right.
I'm not trying to be sitting in the rocking chair and sitting around all day. But
Yeah,
I know that I need to start scaling back some of my limitations aren't like they were,
yeah,
because I'm gonna feel it, and then all it's gonna do is make me feel worse, and it's like a domino effect. And
yes,
so I need to be a little more mindful of that. And that, that goes along with all of it, everything we've been talking about concerning,
yeah,
the heart and the mental health, and now the gut health, and, what we're going to talk about in the next series that I don't want to give away. But,
yeah.
it's like I have to be mindful of that. But yeah, that's probably one of my vices. 'Cause I've been doing better because I haven't had as much sweet stuff
I
in
mean,
the
you're not destroying a row of Oreo cookies in an
Oh, no,
evening.
no. See, and those
So
kind of things, like the store-bought ones like that, I'm kind of, I can take or leave it. But
yeah,
like, get me to, I don't know if they have one around here or some, they probably
Mrs.
somewhere.
Fields.
But let me go to like, back in Virginia, like, oh my gosh, insomnia cookies. Yeah, that was done. I was no good. You don't like them?
But you're a sweets person. I'm a salty, spicy, so I get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually gave
probably.
up my vice recently. I had to find a healthy replacement, but it was hot Cheetos. Not proud of it. You see, what happened was we have this entertainment space in our basement, and my husband fills it up with like chips and candy bars and all that. And I was like, "You bought the mega pack of hot chips, like hot Doritos, hot Cheetos, hot cheesy puffs."
Ooh, okay. You got me with the Doritos. You got me. See, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, "Leave
Yeah,
my gut alone."
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
the hot Cheetos. I was like, I need to stop doing that because they ain't nothing healthy about this at
I
all.
know, I know. The sweet things do get, I mean, I love and I like a combination too. I like a good chocolate covered pretzel. I mean, I, I,
I ain't
I,
mad at
I,
that.
I used to could knock out a bag of flips.
Damn.
There you go.
Listen,
That's more about me.
if
There
you're
you go.
tuning in to learn how to be better, this is part of the segment where we're like zones
Right,
away,
right. We're
zones
trying to tell you
away. Yeah.
what not to do. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But no,
But
this is just how we realize, like, as we get older, our body does not process things very well. And then as you get informed about what they're putting in these foods, and what
yeah.
led me to that really quickly was I went down a rabbit hole, I was watching these YouTube videos of people in other countries eating our foods.
Oh,
Embarrassing. They were like,
yeah,
"What is this? What is this?" And I was
yeah,
like, "We
yeah.
do eat a lot of junk. We eat a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of
I've
junk.
heard
Oh my
that people from
gosh.
other countries said that we do eat crap. And I mean, I believe we do. We do.
Yeah,
I'm not
we
even
do.
gonna try to take up for it. We do.
Yeah, we really do. It was embarrassing, but also hilarious and informative. And I was like, yeah, I probably should stop eating that crap.
Now, am I going to go out and all of a sudden just be this health conscious? No, probably not. Because I need some little pleasures in life,
Sure.
but I am more mindful of it
Yeah.
and how much and things like that. Most
Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
And I think above all, if anybody takes away, they fast forward to the end. That's the part that we really should be working on is the mindful eating. Eat
Yeah.
this, not that. Like, what is the healthy replacement for? And what I was realizing is I needed something that was savory and crunchy. And so I replaced it with, I don't know if this is much better, but with, I'm on a journey. It's, those like grain chips or something, right? Like a grainy
Yeah.
chip. And I'm like, okay, I
Yeah.
just needed something that was savory and crunchy. The garden salsa ones are good for me. The sun chips.
Oh, I like those garden salsa ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the garden salsa
Yeah.
chips.
I think Delta Airlines hooked me up to those. I was like, I never
Listen,
had
I was
these
like,
before. Yeah.
can I have another?
Yes, I do like those. I do like those. All right, so either when I come or you come, then we'll snack on some salsa.
There you go. Fresh cookies and garden salsa sun chips.
This is how we roll. It's just our authentic selves having our conversations. But I just want this one takeaway, if anything, is that healing is not always about doing more. Sometimes healing is just about slowing down. And this week, just choose one thing that supports your nervous system and commit it consistently. Even just a little small change can make a difference.
Yeah.
So
Like
again,
hot Cheetos to sun chips.
that's right, hot Cheetos and sun chips. So this has been another great episode of the She Ascends Circle Lounge. Join in next week when we continue with our gut health segment, part 3. Behati Hart, thank you so much.
Thanks, friend.
And as I always say, whatever is good for your soul, do that. Unless it's spicy, hot Cheetos, then yeah, don't do that.
It's, don't do it. Don't do it.